Hi everyone, my name is Valerie and this is my first Flosstube video. And my apologies, the English kind of weird. I had problems with my computer, so I have to use a different device to record, and so it's definitely different than what I am used to. So, but my name is Valerie, and I like to do kind of cross stitch, and I also like to do quilting and especially like English paper piecing or hand piecing and hand quilting. I also like to crochet, although I'm not very good at it, and I like to try to do weaving and bobbin lace. But I have a couple of pictures that I'm going to put in the video here that are works I've done in the past. And I really haven't cross stitched since about 2 years ago or so, um, just for a variety of different reasons. But I gradually started to pick it back up. Most of the items I make are for family and friends, so I don't keep a whole lot, except for I think like 2 items, and one of them, well, they were both for my husband, but here is one of them that I made for him. This is, I think, this is the first one that I did on, I think this is 28 count, and this is was the biggest project that I made at the time when I made this. I think this was my I want to say like fourth or fifth project, I think. Um, and the pictures that I will show you, the first item that I ever made was the item that says Home Sweet Home. And I have no idea what I did with that. I think maybe I lost it or something a couple of years ago. Um, but yeah, and this is the first time I ever did anything with charms. And I don't know if I mean, I attached them. I just put it through the thread I was working on and just went ahead and did the full stitch on it. So I don't know if that's is the right way to attach them. I have not a clue. But I like this. I need to be I need to frame it though. So and then cut it because obviously I have all this extra that I can use for another project. But the last thing that I was working on, like I said, about 2 years ago, was a gift from my sister, and I lost my spot in the work. I made a huge mistake, and I decided that instead of just doing one row by row, I was going to just do one color, just go throughout and find the areas, and big mistake. Then it took me forever to try to find out where I was at and wasn't working, and I'm a student, so that got really busy. Then I started having problems with my hand and stuff like that, with carpal tunnel and stuff. So I just gave up on it. And only recently have I went back to where I was originally and kind of find out where I was at. But yeah, so this is for my sister, and it's all wrinkly and everything. I'm not sure. I guess you'd iron it. Maybe it could get the wrinkles out. I don't know. I've never really gotten wrinkles in my stuff before, except for obviously because at one time I was looking for this and then I couldn't find it, and then I finally found it a few months ago. I was looking for it. But so you can see where I went off. I was like, oh, I could just do one color, and yeah, it didn't work out because I skipped this big huge section right here, and it's going to be a rose, and so I just kind of went where I thought that maybe I was where I had stopped, and so I know I got off counting here what color I was on and everything. So lesson learned. I won't do that again. But so now what I do is I just photocopy the pattern and then I cross where I was at. And I was kind of doing that, but I was doing it with a pencil and it wasn't working sometimes because I'd be waiting for my class to start, and then all of a sudden the teacher would start the class. Some teachers, they come in and then they want like give you a 5 or 10 minute break, and then other times they just immediately start. So But yeah, so I'm not going to do that in the future. And my sister really likes music, so I thought she'd like this. Got piano, or the keyboards, and then it has a flute. She doesn't play the flute. She played the clarinet, but I thought she'd still like it. And then it has a rose in the middle. Oh, here's the pattern. It is designed by Ursula Michael by Imaginating Ink. So here's what it will eventually look like. But as you can tell, it's getting quite, because I just keep it in a big huge Ziploc bag, and it's getting quite worn. So that's one of the reasons why on the newest project that I have, that I decided to make a photocopy. Then that way I don't have to mark up the original. Then that way if I want to at some point recreate the pattern, then I can do that. So my next project will actually be for a house. It'll be for a kitchen. It's called Good Morning, and it is by also Imaginating Ink, but it's designed by Joan Elliott. So here is what it will look like. And it goes with the, well, I don't really have a theme in the kitchen, but in the kitchen I have a big, huge scene painting, and it has a barn and stuff like that. So, and here's what I have so far. So, not that much. But I found that with the kind of cross stitching, I can now use my right hand instead of my left. And that seems to actually be working okay. So it gives my left hand a break with the carpal tunnel and stuff like that, because when I do hand piecing or hand quilting and stuff like that, it feels too weird to use my right hand because I'm left-handed. So I can only do so much with that. So my plan is to hopefully every day do some content cross stitching, so I can get done with some projects. I have a whole bunch more. Gosh, I don't know how many patterns I have. A lot. I'm going through my craft room and going through all my quilting stuff, my crochet items, all stuff like that. And the quilt guild I belong to, we're going to be having a big huge yard sale / garage sale. So I'm going to be selling some of the stuff. And then depending on what happens with that, some of the stuff that doesn't sell, I'll donate to the guild. And then if they don't want some of the items, maybe I might do a giveaway or something like that. But I'm going to sell most of my stuff pretty cheap, because I just want to get rid of some of the stuff that I either don't have time or know I'm not going to do. Of course, over the years, you know, sometimes your the projects you want to do and stuff like that change. So yeah, so I think those are the only two big projects I'm going to be doing soon. So yeah, I try to only work like at 1 or 2 projects at a time. Same thing with quilting, because otherwise I know if I get to the point where I'm working on 5 or 6 projects, I'm not going to get done. I'm just going to start on one and then just do a little bit on another, and then not going back and forth enough. So I think if I do a little bit every day, even if it's only 15-20 minutes, half hour, whatever, every day, I'll get more progress. So yeah, so anyways, I know this video wasn't very too exciting, but enjoy the pictures of the previous work that I have done. And there is one project that I did that has birds. It says like 2 hearts, 1 love. It's all in various different types of shades. Excuse me, shades of pink. And it's also done by designed by Joan Elliott. I really liked it. I did it for an exchange once on a website, and that I have the book that's from. It's from like a book that was like all cards, I think, that Joan Elliott has out. I will have to go upstairs at some point and take a picture of it if people want. But I think it was just I'm sure you could probably look it up on Amazon or something like that. I don't know if it's the only one that she's done or not, but yeah, came out just a few years ago, as far as I know, not too long ago. But so take care of everyone, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful day or evening or wherever time it happens to be that you're watching this video. Until later, bye.